Welcome back, everyone. I have another video for you guys today. We're going to be going over our in-ground trees, progress to date, and show you the vigor that some of these trees are showing. Here's some of the cuttings that we just recently started about a month ago. They're looking really good. We have lost several of them. Unfortunately, it happens. We don't get a lot of rain in California, so that's the reason why the yard looks dead. Not a lot of water. But here is just a glimpse of our fig trees and how they're doing currently. I'm just gonna go over some of the in-grounds that we have and show you the progress. These were all planted in-ground last year, so they all have about a year under their belt, and some are much more vigorous than others, and I'll just kind of go through some of the highlights here for you. Here's our Craven's Craving in-ground. Already setting double bumps there. I'm not sure if you can see that there. But this one has been pretty vigorous for us, actually. It's grown really well. We got to sample it last year. Really enjoyed the fruit. Looking more to these fruits this year. Really enjoyed that one. Here's my favorite looking tree here. Here's the Exquisito. And this one is very, very vigorous. It just continues to grow in our climate, never stops. You can see how long this new growth is, putting out a ton of new branches. Looks great. We got a couple suckers down here. There's a little ladybug. See that? Got a couple coming out the bottom. But overall, really enjoy this fig. This was one of our earliest fruiters, and it just continued to pump out and ripen fruit throughout the entire year last year in our climate. Here's a Thermalito. It grew okay for us last year. It's off to a relatively slow start, I guess you can say slow start for California this year, but we'll see once it starts getting some hotter weather here going. But this was my favorite fig last year. It was delicious, really, really good, very strong berry flavor. It looks like a really healthy tree, but not the most vigorous right now, but we'll see how it does in a couple months. Here's one of our Cosmes, and this one actually has a main crop fig actually forming. This is one of our first main crops that have actually formed this year. Pretty good grower. I wouldn't call it the most vigorous for us yet, but good overall grower for us. It's also been relatively easy for us to root too, in our experience with it. And we'll see what time of year these ripen for us. I think last year it set figs in June or July. This year much earlier. We're in the tail end of April here, so these are going to ripen at a much earlier date, which is great. It's going to have a lot of heat behind it. Looking forward to reviewing this one again. Here's our Dells, and this one is off to a great start right now. A lot of branches, a lot of double bumps here. I don't think there's been any fruit set yet, but you can see a lot of those double bumps there. So we should be getting some main crop here pretty soon. Really looking forward to trying that one this year. We got a fig last year, but it was really late in the season, didn't ripen properly. Didn't ripen really at all, unfortunately, but this year I think it's going to be promising. Here's another Cosme, not looking very good, looks very diseased. Not much to say there. It doesn't look very good. Here's our Azores Dark. This one was really vigorous last year. It's got a few different shoots coming here, but not the best start so far. I really like the leaves. Look at this. Beautiful red leaves. Very nice tree. Here's one of our tia peñas. I actually have another tia peña in ground that I'll show you. This one's a little bit behind the other one. Let's see, what do we got? Here's our border soap Negra Amata. This one we also weren't able to sample last year, but we're hopeful that we'll get some this year. Now that it's got another year under its belt. Not the best grower for us. It was very slow last year. Appears to be pretty slow this year as well. Maybe we'll do some grafts on some of these trees that we're looking to get rid of. Here's the Meteorito, and this one is one of our most vigorous that we have. Absolutely, it's just continues to grow. It's off to a great start right now. This was the smallest air layer, and it's just grown phenomenally well for us. Really looking forward to trying more of these this year. I believe it's a Smyrna, but a couple of the more experienced growers say that it just might need some more time, so we'll see. All right, this is the Asangu or Asang, I think. Got this one from Garden Crochet, and it looks to be very healthy, great grower. This is another one of our most vigorous growers last year. Off to another great start. Got to sample one last year. I don't think it ripened properly, so really looking forward to trying more of these this year as well. Got some double bumps. We'll see how this one does. Now here is the Bergen Unknown. And this one got off to the best head start out of all of our trees. Look at all this. I mean, there's probably got to be, I don't even know, 20 new branches. It's a beast of a tree. It grows really well. Nice, thick growth. Didn't get to sample this one either, but really hopeful that we'll get some this year. So we'll see. I know that Brian up in Fresno really likes this one, so we'll see how it does a little bit further down south. So here's our other tia peña, which has been growing really well for us. This was one of my favorite fruit last year. Got another little ladybug here, and look at the thickness of this new growth here. It's like thicker than my thumb. I think this is very characteristic of this tree. It just puts out tremendous growth, really thick growth. Awesome performer for us, and we're looking forward to sampling more of these this year. All right, here is the Fagoin here, and this one actually has a couple brevas on it. That one there, and I found a couple more down below that are on old wood, so they're hanging on for now. I haven't heard of a Fagoin breva before, so I guess we'll see if these ripen or not. But overall, great grower, very vigorous, lots of new shoots here. This one dries really well on the tree for us, so looking forward to trying some more of those this year. And that's pretty much all of our in-grounds. We actually have another Calderona over there by its lonely self. Not the best grower. Didn't get to sample it last year either, but maybe we will this year, so we'll see. But that's all I really wanted to show you guys this year, or not this year. That's really all I wanted to show you guys right now. Just kind of showing our progress on our in-grounds and how they're doing for us in our climate. And we should have another update in a couple weeks on how they're looking. Compared to today, they seem to be growing really well. So I appreciate you guys joining in. Really looking forward to hearing how your seasons are going so far and what you're looking forward to the most this year. And yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you haven't already subscribed and you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, thanks for joining in. We'll talk to you soon.